ANC in Parliament wants the Nkandla task team report into the security upgrading of President Jacob Zuma's private residence to be dealt with in camera. And Ria Piecha's chief legal advisor vacates her seat. I'm Richard Brooks. The ANC in Parliament wants the Nkandla task team report into the security upgrading of President Jacob Zuma's private residence to be dealt with in camera. The ruling party has welcomed the decision by Public Works Minister Thulas Nxesi to table the report announced yesterday. ANC caucus spokesperson Moloto Motapo.
This decision is also reflective of the seriousness with which the minister regards his obligation in relation to parliamentary accountability and oversight. We fully agree with the view that in light of the sensitive nature of this report, a special parliamentary mechanism should be created to ensure that Parliament deals with this report without compromising the security of the head of state. We will therefore prefer that the report of the Department of Public Works task team be dealt with by the special committee and in camera.
Ria Piecha's chief legal advisor, Tshegofatso Ranto, has vacated her seat next to the National Police Commissioner. This follows suggestions that she's helping the Commissioner with her testimony at the Marikana Commission of Inquiry. Legal representatives noticed that the advisor was communicating with Piecha while she was testifying. Legal counsel for the police, advocate Ishmael Semenya, asked Rantau to come and sit on their side. Evidence leader Mbuyiseli Madlanga.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, when the witness was testifying on the statutory metrics, my understanding was that the lady sitting next to her, who I understand is the chief legal advisor within the South African Police Service, was assisting her to locate tags and so on and so on. Now she has been asked a question as to whether she knows where she was on a certain date, and I see the lady sitting next to her whispering to the National Commissioner. That, in my book, is totally unacceptable, Mr. Chairman.
SASCO members at Wits University have threatened to embark on a mass demonstration. That's if any of the students who participated in a disruption march against Israeli pianist Yossi Reshev are subjected to disciplinary action. Yossi was to perform at the university yesterday. Students from tertiary institutions around the country are marking Israel Apartheid Week with lectures and events on campuses. SASCO's Billy Sepuru.
The people who are in attending the event of it, a march, they disturbed or stopped the program that was happening at the moment. So as far as the intimidation goes, yesterday the university has instructed the SRC to give a detailed report on what has happened with the intention to take disciplinary measures against any students who participated in the march. Should the university charge any student, we will definitely go into a broad mass action to defend any student whom the university management might want to charge, because we are still very consistent in our support or in our pledge for the people of Palestine.
Oxfam says South Africa can learn a lot from Brazilian policies to reduce poverty and inequality. The International Anti-Poverty Group conveyed this message to academics and NGOs at a panel discussion in Durban ahead of the BRICS summit later this month. Oxfam says Brazilian government policy is being likened to America's New Deal during the Great Depression of the 1930s. It says 22 million people in Brazil have been lifted out of extreme poverty in the past 2 years through measures like a universal state grant, job creation, and boosting subsistence farming. Oxfam's Simon Ticehurst.
But this shift in poverty and inequality is happening at a time that all of the other BRICS countries and a lot of certainly the rich industrial countries are going through a process of actually worsening inequality. So Brazil is doing something different. That's what we came to share at this event here.